So, after watching the last episode, which was unexpectedly an open ending and was completely different from the novel ending, which was a happy ending, so I guess you may be confused about the ending and wants to know more about it. But don't worry, cause I am here to clear your confusion and tell you the untold story of Chains of Heart. So, let's begin with Lou's identity reveal. So, if you remember Dune's funeral day, then you will remember that Ken and Lou's fight. So, during the fight, Ken didn't see the face, but he was successful in touching Lou's face, and he was completely sure that that man was Din. So, when he woke up the next morning in Din's house, he sees an invitation letter on the table to visit the hospital in South Korea where Sai works, which was a plastic surgery hospital, and this makes Ken suspicious of Sai. So later, Ken, Hin, and Payu goes to South Korea to spy on Sai, and there Ken meets Lu, and unconsciously Lu shows uh, the same habits of Din, which makes Ken suspicious of Lu, and so he tells Hin and Payu to investigate about Lu, and they do find that Lu is Din, which Hin tells Ken, and then he goes to confront Lu, and Lu accepts that he is Din. Then he says to Hin to keep this a secret without knowing that Hin has already told Ken about him being Din, but he pretends that he will not tell anyone, but he also has to come back to Bangkok with them, and Lu accepts. So the moment Lu comes face to face with his parents, they recognize Lu, but they also pretend that they don't know. So basically, they all knew that Lu is Din, but they all pretended in front of Lu that they know nothing. And the only one who knew nothing was Lu. And now let's talk about what happened later. But before that, let me clarify that Lu didn't kill Infa because killing is not the solution. He was a criminal, and for criminals, every country has courts, and criminals should be punished according to law. And so in the novel, Infa and his daughter was arrested by police and uh, punished by law, and they were sentenced to death. And because Lu was not a citizen of Thailand, he goes back to Taiwan, and for months he doesn't contact anyone because the insurance company was keeping a close eye on his family and Ken, so he can't contact them for a while. Then he came back to Thailand to ask for Ken's father's permission to take Ken to Taiwan and marry him. But Ken's father refuses, as Taiwan is good. But did he ask Ken? Does Ken wants to leave Thailand and settle down in Taiwan, which is a like entirely new place to him, without his friends and family? And so he tells Lu to establish himself in Thailand first and then come back for Ken. And so he goes back to Taiwan and adopts a son because he missed Ken too much. And then he established a big company and became a business tycoon. And then he sold everything in Taiwan to settle down in Thailand. And as for the child, after adoption, Lou tells everything about Ken to the child. And I'm sorry, but I forgot his name. So he considered Ken as his mother, and as soon as they settled in Thailand, he runs away from home to find Ken. And when he does, he runs to hug Ken and calls him mom. which confuses Ken, and he thinks that the child may be lost. But soon some bodyguards and a nanny comes to pick up the child. And I forgot to tell you that now Ken is the new owner of his father's restaurant, and one day he receives a catering service order for a wedding and a expensive tuxedo as well. And when he goes to the wedding, he sees that it's actually Sai's wedding, and Ken finally meets Lou and his son there. After the wedding, Ken so after the wedding, Lou and Ken, along with their son, go to their new house, and there Ken gets to know that all the things that Lou has earned are in Ken's name. So without knowing, Ken became a billionaire. And that's the end. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope I may have helped you clearing your thoughts about the ending of the series. And bye, take care, and I'll see you in the next video.